Merchant Coffee and Cafe, located at 939 Merchant Street in Ambridge, is a local community hub that partners with other local small businesses. We are known for our specialty lattes, scratch-made chai tea, small batch iced teas, and our own flavored syrups in-house with raw organic sugar. Big news! Merchant Coffee and Cafe is now serving breakfast and lunch till 2 o'clock Monday through Friday, homemade and made to order. Follow Merchant Coffee on Facebook and Instagram. The website is merchantcoffee15003.com. This is Kim from Merchant Coffee and Cafe. We are wishing you a wonderful Christmas and holiday time for you and your family.
In the difficult period following the loss of a loved one, there should only be comfort and compassion in your life. You shouldn't be consumed with tedious arrangements and a multitude of funeral details. You should be focused on healing, mending, and putting the pieces of your own life back together. Let Alvarez Hahn Funeral Services and Cremation in Ambridge assist you with all the details. Call them today for traditional funeral services, cremations, alternative services, and pre-arrangement options. Alvarez Hahn, 8th Street, Ambridge, where it's always our family honoring your family.
Best stage direction ever. Back up in traffic, go. If I'm going to get hit, I just soon get hit by Santa, and he's coming to the end. Valerie Pedigo is my guest. We are at Christmas on Merchant. It is so much warmer than it was last year, and you remember the reverse parade?
Yeah.
That had to be done because of COVID.
Yep.
My brain still hasn't wrapped around that. I had a great night.
Yeah.
But it was very odd. This is great.
Yes.
This is tonight. Tomorrow you've got something going on, or Ambridge has something going on. Explain the elves, because elves are, here's what I know. Elves are in businesses, and you go and you get your card stamped, and it could lead to great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can be much more specific if you want.
I will. So we, as a chamber and as a community of merchants and business owners, it's really important that we encourage everyone to shop small and support local. So this is a really fun thing that we're doing tomorrow. It's our first time. We're going to try it out. So essentially, Eddie, and you can look at Ambridge Regional Chambers Instagram and social media, Instagram and Facebook, to find out more. AmbridgeRegionalChamber.org. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So all the hours are going to vary. When our businesses are open, there are going to be elves, naughty elves, pesky elves.
Naughty elves.
Yes. Hiding
It sounds like a bad Halloween
14
costume.
in 14 different businesses throughout Ambridge tomorrow.
14.
14. Yeah. And when you go and visit those businesses and you find the elf, you will get either a card to punch, which you can get at Sweetwater Bikes or Harkins Mill Wines
Don
in the
and
morning.
Laura down at Sweetwater.
Donna and Laura are going to be handing out cards tonight to children as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this punch card. Once you find the elf, you get your card punched, and every punch that you get, every stamp that you get, is an entry to win prizes. The other part that's really important is that you show off that you found your elves on social media.
Oh, I'm going to drive people crazy with it. I found my elf.
Yes.
All right.
So it's the hashtag Elf and Ambridge PA.
Mm-hmm.
And you do Elf and Ambridge PA, you do the chamber, you do the business, and you post something funny, cute of you finding your elf.
Elfish.
Elfish.
Yeah, impish, elfish.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can go through the...
I would love to. I want everybody that makes this happen to get credit for making this happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any sponsor, every sponsor, I'll talk about all of them, because if it's not for them,
right,
you and I aren't standing here
That's
getting
right.
to enjoy. And oh my goodness, look behind you.
Uh-oh.
It filled in. I'm talking about the crowd.
Oh my gosh.
It filled
Beautiful.
in quick.
Yes, absolutely.
I believe Frank Sparks has
These
the
are the
proper
sponsors
paperwork.
for tonight. Let's get the list of businesses for tomorrow while we're talking on finding the elf, okay?
Okay.
We'll do this one first, and then we'll go through the sponsors.
All right.
So here's where you can go to find the hidden elves tomorrow in Ambridge. Marla's House on 231 Duss Avenue. Wonderful, wonderful food.
Runs parallel to Merchant.
Yes.
I think of Merchant as the businessman's main street, and I think of Dus as the working man's main street.
Okay, but we do have lots of great restaurants there. And
some of my favorites.
yes,
Right?
and industrial businesses. Then you've got Aunt Bridget's Tea Room. Marlo's going to be in the parade tonight, and Aunt Bridget's is going to be in the parade tonight. Aunt Bridget's is actually carrying Belschnickel, but I won't give it all away because you guys are going to announce it.
That's a sentence that's probably never been said before.
True.
Right.
And then Two Sisters Bakery, which is in the historic district, also marching tonight. They've got an elf hidden there. Game Time Bar and Grill, which is kitty corner here to PJ Hall Park, where we're standing right now.
Right, Merchant and 11th, right
Yep.
on the corner.
Bridgetown Tap House. It's going to have an elf hidden there. Merchant Coffee. Fermata Brewing Company. Fermata is our gold sponsor for the parade tonight also. So I just want to make sure, and we'll talk more about that later too. Lord Green Dispensary, you must be 21 plus to enter. So if you bring your children to find the elves, you'll have to pop in and find it for them. Or if you're an adult that's playing the game, you can pop in, but 21 to enter.
That's going to be the glassy-eyed elf, isn't it?
Everything is going to be child friendly. You just can't
Yes.
go in there. Same thing with Vape and Roll with it. So love Vape and Roll with it. Sharon Kingersky, multiple businesses here in Ambridge. They're going to be there. That's also 21 plus to enter.
Yes.
Okay, so Lord Green and Vape and Roll with it, 21 plus.
Now, Fermata, you can go in because it's a restaurant.
Well, it's not a restaurant, but you can go in. It's family friendly.
It is. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make sure with that one.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. Then Unabella Wellness Studio. And now we're down into the 600 block, Eddie. So these are in order too, from dusk down to the end of Merchant.
All right.
Okay. Off the Hook Exotic Pets. Wonder where they're going to hide their what's going to happen to that elf.
Good luck with that. The elf's in the Python cave.
Yes.
Have fun.
And then Slurp and Burst Boba Tea. Harkins Mill Wines. Grows and Flows. Sweetwater Bikes.
Yeah.
Vocelli Pizza. Alter Genius Brewing Company. And then Ambridge Do It Best. So those are the places where the elves are hiding tomorrow, all throughout Saturday, where you can enter to win.
That literally runs the length of Ambridge, all of those
So
businesses. Was it easier to get sponsors this year? I don't, and maybe it's a tough thing all the time. I don't know. That looks like a ton of people stepped up.
Yeah.
I mean, more than I can remember in the past. Was it easier or?
Well, this is a new thing, right? So, and
right.
it's really the chamber provided the elves and the social media pieces and things like that to really make it easy for business owners to be able to do this. But then, of course, their hard work is what really gets it done. So, and we want you to shop everywhere, not just these places, but this is where you can find the elves.
How important is this to this community?
This event tonight?
This event tonight, because I see the looks on people's faces. That look of, we've been looking forward to this. We're a busy world. We don't look forward to much. We're too busy in the now.
Yes.
But I see a lot of anticipation in people's face.
Oh, it's such a joy. I mean, it's so important to our community. We are kicking off the holiday season. There's lots of events all over. We know that. Beautiful communities, our neighboring communities that have these things. This is important for Ambridge, and we hope our neighbors and our friends from Ambridge are here. And then we know also it brings in people from outside, and that's important too, because we want them to see how great our community is.
I think they have the road blocked.
There we go. Well, the parade has started. It's just we're a few blocks away, so it's going to be a little bit before it gets to us. But
Well, that's all right.
yeah,
That's
it's going to
all
be a really nice parade this year.
It's going to be a nice parade, and I want to make sure I don't get too sentimental by asking this the way I'm about to ask it. How much does this help the winter doldrums that we haven't had yet?
Yeah.
Just knowing events like this happen. You and I have talked on the air. You didn't grow up here.
Right.
So I think you'd back me up with this. What we see tonight with Christmas on Merchant and what we see with the river towns, that's not the norm everywhere, is it?
It's not the norm. I mean, that's why it's so great to be here and raise a family or build a community. There's a lot of special things like this that happen throughout the year.
A tiny little Grinch just walked right behind you.
Wow, look at all the people, Eddie.
We are at Christmas I'm going to sneak out and see by a car. I see blinking lights.
That's probably the police escort.
Yeah, I see the blue and red lights. They're not behind me, so you didn't get that clinchy feeling.
This time it's not you.
Well, as far as he knows right now. Everybody comes together for this. And it's so... I've done a million events like this. After a while, they blur. This one... Why do I remember this one? Why do I look forward to this? Not because I live in Ambridge.
Well,
you want to heckle? I'll give you a microphone. Come here. My undivided attention is the last thing you want.
And you live here. I mean, that is important. This is your home. So, but it's a great event regardless.
I'm getting... Come here. No, come here. Come here, heckle boy.
Frank.
Yeah.
Frank is from New Brighton.
Well, you know what? I'm sure government funding helps pay his salary if that's the case. Hi.
Hi.
You're heckling a parade.
No, I was heckling you.
Who's standing yet waiting for a parade? You're heckling a parade bystander. That's worse.
I was waiting for you.
Merry Christmas,
it's all about
man.
You. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Valerie.
Val and I are having a nice talk. Well, the last thing I didn't reference you. In the news, a fist fight between two radio people at a family gathering. The children were traumatized. Nobody was heckling you. I just wanted to get you out here and get you involved in this and show you how cool this is, New Brighton guy. See, now I'm puffing up with the Ambridge thing. You
and
see
Frank
that?
has been here for many years, so we shouldn't go there.
Well, you'd think he'd know how to behave.
Hey, how do people watch this if they're at home?
On our Facebook page, WBVP-WNBA. Now he's running away. or on our YouTube channel as well.
I do not
County
work
Radio.
for the radio station, so
Yes, you
why
do.
am I there?
Eddie's throwing you under the bus at this point.
Okay.
See, look, he's back there looks like Gomer Pyle back there waving at everybody. So looks like the parade's heading on its way. So
it is.
Lots of good, like Eddie and you were talking about, lots of good sponsors of the parade. And they can watch this video back at any time. Just look on our Facebook page. What's some of the other activities? I know you talked a little bit with Eddie. So you got ice carving. What else is going on tonight?
Yeah, in PJ Call Park, we have ice carving. That's ended right now because we're making room for the parade. But then we will start ice carving again at 7 after the parade's over. So we want everybody to join us in PJ Call Park, even if you're down the road. And I'm so glad everyone's spread out, so that's great. But we're going to be having an ice carving show again. We've got 2 food trucks. We've got Annie Lee's Southern Kitchen. We've got Ambridge Italian Villa. I
did the Ambridge Italian Villa. It was pretty good.
Well, I tried to get what you got, but it was made especially for you.
Yeah, it was like some type of chicken nachos with all this hot stuff on it that I'll probably regret tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
but it was
hope you
good.
Stay safe tonight. Fritzy's Bistro, our silver sponsor, is doing free hot cocoa for everyone while supplies last. Really important to visit Fritzy's Bistro, not only for their great food, but also they do a lot of orders this time of year. So if you've never tried baked goods, or if you don't want to bake this season and you want to get it from someone and still have it be homemade, get it at Fritzy's. We also have the Ambridge flag football team. Amazing football team. They're doing a fundraiser. So for $5, you can get one of the lighted necklaces that I have here. They also have Old Crow Coffee House cookies and Orem's donuts. Delish.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yes. And then we have, seriously, it's gluten-free.
Okay.
And they have all different kinds of desserts. So they have just things for things that are gluten-free. It's all gluten-free. A lot of it's dairy-free. So if you have a special dietary needs, you don't have to miss out on sweet things
Friendly for
here
everybody.
today. Yep.
Well, while we're waiting for the parade to come here for a couple minutes, it's working its way. I can hear some music. I can hear the band going.
We've got the marching band.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about Ambridge in general. Like you mentioned, I have been coming here for quite a few years. And the revitalization of Ambridge. I mean, it's with the Streetscape project and just everything, all the new microbreweries, new restaurants, new businesses. So talk a little bit about the revitalization of Ambridge.
Yeah, we've been calling it a renaissance. I mean, This community is a beautiful community. It has been forever. And the roots and the foundation of our community was based upon immigrants and the steel industry. And a lot of people remember that with American Bridge Company. That's what Ambridge is named after, the American Bridge Company. So, and when the steel industry kind of went down, a lot of our river towns here in Beaver County and all across Pittsburgh and all across the U.S., quite honestly, had experienced a little bit of a downturn. But over the past several years, Ambridge is experiencing a renaissance, and there is a lot of support coming from our community. There's a lot of new people moving in. There's a lot of people staying for multiple generations. From a business perspective, we have opened 40 new businesses in the last 2 years.
That's awesome.
So just really, really proud.
And also, on top of all that, coming up, Ambridge is celebrating 200 years in 2024.
It's the bicentennial of Old Economy.
Of Old Economy. Okay,
right.
I knew it was an Ambridge.
Old Economy is an Ambridge. So it's all throughout Ambridge, and there's so
awesome.
much great things. I'm glad you asked about that, Frank, because we are going to kick off the bicentennial year with a New Year's Gala. Okay, and we still have tickets available. Not a lot, so we need to get everybody kind of to take action. But if you're interested in there's going to be a Monte Carlo night, a Grand Royal buffet, open bar. It runs from 5 o'clock until 12:30 at night. We'll celebrate. We got a champagne toast. There's another buffet with New Year's foods and live music. All kinds of great stuff.
Sounds like a good time.
It's going to be an awesome time. My whole family will be there.
It was explained to me that it's going to be an event inside of an event.
Yes.
So it sounds like it'll be fun.
Because it's Franzie's Jabbies, right? And that there's 2 different places to have events. So in Franzie's, there's going to be like the food and where the tables are. And Jabbies is where the Monte Carlo night, the casino night, is going to be.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
How can somebody get tickets if they're trying to get tickets?
There's multiple ways.
All right.
You can go right to Ambridge Borough office when they're open, and you can get tickets. You can also buy them online. So if you even go onto the chamber page, because we partner together, of course, with the borough, AmbridgeRegionalChamber.org, click on events, and when you see the events, you'll see this Christmas on Merchant and then also the Bicentennial Gala. You just click on it, you'll find out more information, and also the link for Eventbrite.
Eddie, what do you think? I think that Valerie should just quit her day job and come work for us all the time. What do you think? Huh?
I'm handing it over to you.
That's my way of handing it.
Oh, I know. I'm fine with it. I'd rather talk to her than you.
I'd rather talk to her than you too.
So clearly it's about her. I am starting to hear the drums.
Yes, I'm going to hand it to you guys to do the narration of the parade.
The sound of the drums. No, you're not going anywhere.
Yes, I am.
No, it's you.
I've got to go say happy holidays to everyone.
You've made the mistake of demonstrating an ability to be functional. That puts you right up at the head of the list.
Can we do our sponsors again, Eddie?
Absolutely. The more we talk about the people that made this happen, the more everything is better.
Yes.
They're the ones responsible. In addition, you and your family and the people that work. Business is business. If you don't have sponsors,
right,
this event does not happen.
Yeah.
Everything that you see costs money.
That's right. And the Chamber is a nonprofit, so we do raise money for this, to do this for the community. So we have our silver sponsors, Bird and Bear Antique Shop. If you have not been to Bird and Bear Antique Shop, you've got to go. It's beautifully curated. So many wonderful pieces. John and Barbara there will welcome you in and take a look around. We've got the John Dunn Agency, insurance agency. That is an Ambridge legacy business run by Carolyn Dunn. And they have been here for 60 years more. Fritzy's Bistro, of course, already mentioned that. They're giving free hot cocoa to the community while the supplies last. Ambridge Do It Best Home Center. Place to hang.
Any business that demonstrates a sense of humor with their social media. I love that.
Did you see Little Frankie?
I follow them on everything, and they have a sense of humor.
Little Frankie's an elf. He's hiding for tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too deep because there's some. If you know the story, you kind of get an idea. I didn't want to give it away.
Yep. And then Bon Mattis Funeral Services, and we're going to see them tonight. We're going to see all of them tonight. Our gold sponsor is Fermata Brewing Company. They are open for business right now. We want to make sure you head over there and check that out if you've never been there, or if you've been going there, go there again. And then finally, a really special shout out, kind of a sponsorship, kind of more of a partnership, the Ambridge Borough. And we'll find Mario around here somewhere, but he's probably on the float actually, because the council has a float. So we're going to get to see all of our elected officials on a float tonight, and then Heart and Soul. And that's a part of Ambridge Borough. That's the grant program that Ambridge has won. They together have supported us by sponsoring Ice Creations. So they have provided us the ice carving show for tonight.
That's the guy that I was watching earlier.
Yes.
It is so cool to watch something come from what looks like nothing. I stood there long enough to, it wasn't just detail work. You're seeing shapes come out of a block of ice, and he's doing it with grinders and chainsaws and hi. I'm ready to go. The drums.
The parade's here.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
She probably has
Thanks, Valerie.
8,000 or 9,000 things to deal with.
Well, I'm telling you, and you're keeping her captive over here, poor girl.
I was just waiting for the drums.
All right, first off, here comes the Ambridge Area Police Department.
We got a pickup truck.
And we see the elf on a shelf in the back, and it is the Borough Ambridge Council as well coming through.
I think
I like that, man.
I think I voted for some of them.
Probably. And up next is the Bridger Marching Band from Ambridge Area High School. All right, and that was the Ambridge Bridger Marching Band. Sounded good, huh? Look at that. Look at the flags are going, man. That's what my sister used to do. She was in the color guard.
You know what that is? That's the universal I told you once, now pull over burst.
Yeah, that's what that is, too, man.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with fire department.
I gave you the wave. What are you doing? If anybody can be trusted with an open fire on a float,
right.
It would be the fire department.
And this display here is the Ambridge Fireworks and the Fireworks Committee. Sweetwater Bikes.
Hi, Laura.
That's Eddie's buddies.
She and I have discussed a lot of carbon fiber parts in our days. Laura and her husband.
Vape and Roll with it is up next. I like it, man.
I'm
Little lights,
familiar with their work.
Put some effort into it. That's what you need, a little effort.
I'm laughing because the bicycle that she rode by on is one of the most incredibly difficult, unpleasant things to ride ever, and she was killing it.
One of our friends is coming along, two of them actually coming along rather soon.
Who?
Here, come here. I got something for you. Come here. I got a present for you. Look at this. Yeah, look.
Now
you were talking about it.
No,
I get my 10.
I get the change,
here.
too.
I don the Elf Eddie.
Right on.
There you go. Elf Eddie! There you go. All right, now Grows and Flows is on next.
What did you say?
Grows and Flows.
Oh, okay.
Look at that nice display.
I flashed to a Step Brothers moment for a second. My bad.
I did when you and Valerie were talking about it. Ask Curtis. I sent it to him. Uh-oh, here comes Frosty, and here comes the Penguin. The Penguin.
That's Mumbles.
We got to get the Penguin a name. Penguin Pete?
Mumbles.
Mumbles. Mumbles the Penguin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mumbles. There you go. Oh, it's a gingerbread man. Oh.
I'm going to tell
right.
this story. Your daughter,
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Frank's daughter, gets snacks at school, and when she doesn't
Here comes
like them,
another
I
step,
get
man.
them. I have gingerbread men in my desk because of Frank's daughter, and they're great.
And here comes our buddy. All right.
How about you want to talk to him? He's scary. Well,
Turtle racing coming
right.
up.
We'll be back in the spring.
We'll be back in the spring.
Back in
All
the
right.
spring?
Look like you're racing down Merchant Street to me right now. You're winning. All right. You're like Eddie. You're running a race for yourself.
you're guaranteed a good place. It's like a conversation.
Amen.
If I'm having a conversation with myself, higher class of word.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Your
Look at
hat
that.
kind of looks like a lampshade. That is really cool.
Yes, it does. You're right.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, we got a red reindeer. How about that?
that's
Yes, the Polar Express along the way.
like a bizarro
Oh,
world
my
reindeer.
sheet's upside down. That ain't good. Ambridge Youth Baseball. Yes.
I am
Here
so
comes Una
excited.
Bellis, Beauty and Wellness. They are one of our sponsors for tonight's parade. Look at that.
Hi.
One of our sponsors of the parade tonight here on Beaver County
Hi.
Radio. So, yeah. Nice. Love it. Maybe we should put that above a hallway coming in the building where your office is, Eddie. You could have that coming in.
Just to
right?
brighten the mood.
We could even put like an Una Bella like logo on it and everything.
Should
We'd be
on
good to go.
It
So,
should be on the
yeah.
exit to brighten the mood as we're leaving, I think, would be better. I use their face cream.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, look at that cool little tractor.
Antique tractor. Love it.
They have their own smell.
Yes, they do.
It's so cool.
I like the ones that are hit and miss motors. Right. There, exactly. See, you grew up in the South. You know what a hit and miss
I
is.
grew up around tractors. It's true.
Yep. That's when you're getting old school, when it's a hit and miss. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, you can see some of the antique tractors that are coming through, and they are nice ones. I really like them.
I wish you could smell them. Honest, and I'm not being a smart aleck. They smell.
Oh, they got that
That's my
distinct
youth,
smell to them,
man.
yes.
Yeah. If you take that smell and combine it with bales of hay smell and a little bit of pig farm.
And while we have a minute, let's let everybody know the sponsors on Beaver County Radio for our broadcast tonight. Eddie will read them off of this paper there, Eddie, who our sponsors are. Can you read them, or am I writing that bad?
Wow.
Okay. Alvarez Hahn Funeral Home.
I'll hold them for
Okay.
you.
Alvarez Hahn Funeral Home.
Uh-huh.
Coffee on Merchant, our friend Kim over there. And Una Bella Wellness Studio. That's the sponsors of the broadcast tonight. And then we also have Fritzy's Bistro, Ambridge Flag Football, Seriously It's Gluten Free, Ambridge Italian Villa, Annie's Southern Kitchen, Ice Creations, Holly Matthias, Bob Dunn, inflatables, and all kinds of stuff, and all kinds of alcohol funds. So there's Brian's Property Maintenance, and we'll get to the rest of them coming up. I got the main sponsors coming up from Valerie here. From we'll get them in a minute.
I do want to
Another
point
antique
out,
tractor.
Merchant Coffee.
Yeah.
Now Merchant Coffee and Cafe.
Yes.
And I did something bad when Kim came in last week.
Yep.
You know she brought food.
You ate it all and didn't share it with
I
any
ate
of us.
every
Pig.
bit of it.
Pig.
The
All
last
right.
part of the biscuit gravy I couldn't eat. I rubbed it all over my body. It was
So
that good.
tonight's parade, the silver sponsors, the Bird and Bear, Dunn Agency, Fritzy's Bistro, Do It Best, and Abon Matix Funeral Home. Fermenta Brewing is the gold sponsor, and special sponsors are Ambridge Borough and Heart and Soul, and that's all the art carvings. New Alliance Federal Credit Union coming through now at this point, Eddie.
What'd they throw out? I don't know. It got snagged.
A bag for kids, different treats.
I see.
And here's our friend Tom with Tom's Old Country Store. Tom's a avid listener to Beaver County Radio, and you know what Yankee Trader guy.
Oh, I know.
Loves that Yankee Trader.
I know. And if memory serves, he still has the wooden Indian out front.
Yes.
Old school.
Yes, he does.
Very old school.
So this is Reach for the Stars, and it's dancing. Today's dancers, tomorrow's stars.
It is huge. It's
I know.
right by my house.
Cool.
They are crushing it with students. It's a huge thing here.
That is awesome. Jam to the Christmas tunes. I'm losing my place on the sheet.
That's all right. Reach for the Stars Dance Studio marching by. Here come some of the dancers. And no exaggeration, it's very close to my house. It is wall-to-wall
Look at 'em all.
students. And
Yes, great young ladies learning to dance. Got one of them in my house.
it makes Gabby's going to end up doing it.
She already does.
Yeah. Well, my daughter went through the same thing, and it was an amazing time. Yeah, you learn to dance, but there's socialization stuff that goes on.
Right.
Okay, clearly that row was the troublemaker.
Right, that's the troublemakers. They got a
had them all
line.
tied
They got a
together.
line that's holding them up. Oh, the Grinch is here. Ah, it's the Grinch.
The Grinch on a Scooty Puff.
Yeah,
This is
right.
the best parade ever.
I'm telling you.
You did see those girls tied together, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the troublemakers.
Yeah, like at the end of Oh Brother, Where Art
Right.
Thou? I hear lots of sirens firing up, and I don't mean turning on, I mean firing up. It is Christmas on Merchant.
Coming up next, you're going to see coming into the camera is the Bond Ambridge Funeral Home.
That's why they're going
Maddich.
slower, isn't it?
I'm not from Ambridge. Did I say it wrong? Is it Maddich? Maddich?
You can read road signs. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it. You can find where you made it here tonight.
And we have, oh, look at that. Oh, they're throwing Eddie Crow candy. Oh, my gosh.
When I die, I'm going there.
Yes. A couple else crawling down the street. Look at this. All nice Chevy Colorado, all dressed up and looking good.
I'm not totally sure, but
Show it to the world.
That looks like it's a crimson-colored truck.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know about crimson as much as
There's a football
Candy
team.
apple red.
There's a football team that has helmets about that same color.
yeah. They're gonna have a lot of maize and blue all over them coming up soon too.
Instead of getting hit by a car, will
Yeah, I
be the
gotcha.
fist fight viral
Okay,
video.
I got you.
If I drove that truck, chicks would dig me.
Chicks would dig you. Eddie, there is no chance in this world any chick's gonna dig you.
Okay.
And this is the Custom Truck Club. Check it out. Oh, there's my look at my boy sitting in the passenger seat. I love it. Cool. I wonder if his name's Fred. Got to be Fred. Ask him his dog's name. You can see him. It's got to be Fred.
What's the dog's name? Flash?
That's just as good. Flash.
Duke's
Fred,
a Hazard
just as good.
Flash.
There you go. Flash. Flash.
Yeah.
Cuckoo. There you go.
And Duke from the Beverly Hillbillies.
You know who Fred is, right? Huh?
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Jerry
Yep,
Reed's
yep,
dog that
and-
rides with him in Smokey and the
There
Bandit.
you go. All right.
I don't know my zip code, but I know that.
Yeah, you don't know how to get to.
I can't get across the river without getting
Yeah.
lost twice.
So that's the Custom Truck Club, and some nice looking vehicles all dressed up for Christmas.
But I know Jerry Reed had a dog named Fred. Get in the truck,
Guess they
Fred.
didn't get the memo.
Get in the truck.
Oh, look at this. We got this. Look at this truck all done up.
This looks like something that you would have fun tearing up.
So it is the Tri-State Truck Mafia is what this is called. And you can find more custom trucks on their Facebook, and keep an eye out for their Memorial Day weekend show that they're hosting in Erie, Pennsylvania. Listen to that, man. There you go. I like that.
Those lights.
Set up sharp.
You remember the video game Tron?
Oh, yeah.
Those lights are Tron. I couldn't drive that because if somebody hit me, I'd get way upset because all of the time and effort that goes into a vehicle like that, somebody hits me in an old ratty Subaru, we're going to have problems. And I got a big enough truck to take you way back in the woods. More blinking lights.
Here, why don't you talk about that for a minute?
I'll talk
While
about
we're waiting for the blinky lights, we'll talk about tomorrow. Okay, maybe not.
I knew that there was one more honk in him. tomorrow, the celebration goes on. Tomorrow is Find the Elf. The lady that went by on the bike, she's one of the people you're going to have to hook up with.
Gary Miller's not here tonight.
Find the Elf. Businesses in Ambridge have elves.
All right.
Marla's house, Aunt
right.
Bridget's tea room. I know you're not from here. Trust me. I know
All right,
everyone
I'm going to put a pause on you
All
here
right.
as the Ambridge softball comes by. This is a girls softball nonprofit organization offering softball to girls ages 4 to 12 in the Ambridge area. The goal is to encourage all young girls to have fun while learning teamwork, sportsmanship, and the game of softball. And this looks like we got baseball behind them. There you go.
Those look like baseball
All right,
jerseys.
boys baseball, same thing. Look at that.
Now-
Hey, these guys like you, man. They're giving you candy.
And that dog wants every piece of candy hit.
I'm telling you.
Drop the Snickers.
Right, exactly. And this is Two Sisters Bakery and Cafe. They just went on by here.
Have
coming on.
you ever had their stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And
It's
it's
a
a
bakery.
unique new shop in Old Economy featuring homemade baked goods and more made to order down the road from Eddie's house. Stop by and say hi.
They got me from the wafting.
Yeah. All right. So here's the Altar Genius. And AG is a collaboration of 3 families bringing you outstanding beer in a great environment in which you can enjoy the beer with family and friends. I'm going to venture, I'm just going to guess and say that this is the basketball team. What do you think? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know.
Sporting goods store, like junior division.
I'm going to go basketball.
I'm going basketball.
Coming up next as we're rolling along here is ABC Transit and the bus company.
Thing. I can dribble and pick
taking
up
all
at
of
the
our
same
candy. See
time.
how
Right
that is?
on.
Look, she just stole your candy, Eddie.
You know what? She dribbled the ball and picked up the candy at the same time.
I'm telling you, that's good stuff.
Working both hands
Yep.
with it.
ABC Transit over. They cover schools in Allegheny and Beaver counties. Like many others are seeking school bus drivers, so you can reach out to them today if you are looking for a job. That's a brand new shiny bus right there, brother.
That's how I know I'm running late for work.
All right, yeah.
The bus that
Look
goes
at there.
by.
Sharp. Oh, here we go. Connect Electric, and that is a nice looking ride there, Eddie. That says
is
Eddie
so
Crow
cool.
all over it.
It's a car, but it's got spokes. It's perfect.
That's, yeah, old school, bro. And up next is Economy Ambulance Service. All right, we're going to try and get this in while he's over that way. All right, Economy Ambulance Service. They've been in existence since 1974, slowly moving from an all-volunteer service to a fully paid staff at the station 24 hours a day. I got it in.
Well done. Here comes the next one.
Well done, my friend. Next up is fire trucks. This is Brush 486 from Harmony Township. I'm not going to talk about this next one because he's too loud.
I think everybody has noticed without the dialogue.
Harmony Township Fire Department Truck 488 Rescue Air. It's a nice looking machine.
These things, literally, when I see them, they still turn me into a little kid.
What do you think one of these brand new costs?
I'm going to ballpark $500,000 more.
Better triple that and then some. Harmony Township Fire Department Truck 482.
Over $1 million.
You can get up one of these ones here. You can get up around $3 million for one of these.
Does it come with
Economy Fire Department, and that is Tower 69. That's the ladder truck.
floor mats? Come with it though, right? For $3
Floor
million?
mats and a couple ladders to climb in.
A cup holder.
Yes. Economy Fire Department. Look at this. Nice, shiny green floored. 6910 unit.
Would you rather drive that or drive one of the monsters? You'd rather drive one of the big ones, wouldn't you?
No.
No?
No, I'd brush truck all day, brother. I like the little brush. Remember the old brush trucks?
Yeah.
They were like the Army Jeeps? Yeah,
Yep.
that's mine. And the loud truck in the background is the Economy Fire Department tanker number 69.
He's going to... I was about to say, he's going to fire that
Engine
up again.
692 from Economy Fire Department.
Did you go to discos? These lights are a lot like the disco back in the day.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Disco Duck to come rolling out.
I'm getting a duck suit.
Rescue 71, Ambridge Fire Department. That's unusual to see a red truck anymore. Most fire departments went to that fluorescent so that they can be better seen.
That had a cool woo 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 thing going too.
I heard that. That old school. Listen, old school.
It made me hear.
That's old school. That's like the old cranking sirens. See? On the front? On the very bottom of the front.
Yeah.
Ambridge Fire Department, engine 71-1. And here comes the star of the hour. Not you, Eddie. None other than the big guy himself.
Yay!
I hope, Big Country Daniel, I hope you have been a very good boy because Santa is keeping an eye on you.
Santa!
And there is Mr. Claus. Eddie, you've been on the naughty list. Just go. See, he even says you're on. He looked away.
I'm not even worthy of his visual scorn.
Ambridge Fire Department finishing, or Police Department finishing up the parade. Hope everybody enjoyed it. That was a good parade, Eddie.
As parties often go,
yes.
Police department shows up, people start walking off quietly.
Yes, definitely.
I'm deaf.
What do you think?
I'm deaf.
I know that's pretty cool.
I was deaf before, but I'm deaf.
Yeah.
I'm
just excited. Santa Claus is here. Come on.
How in the world could you be in traffic and hear one of those and not know to get out of their way?
I don't know.
All
I know, Santa Claus is here.
And Val's here.
And Miss Val's here.
Come here, Val.
The Ambridge, we have a new Brighton Miss Val, and this is the Ambridge Miss Val.
Yes.
Valerie, yeah.
Valerie.
That's how we can do it different. Okay. I just wanted to mention to everybody before you go, stop by the park if you haven't already. Ice Creations is going to be doing another carving at 7 o'clock. Also, we still have cocoa cookies for sale, cocoa for free, cookies for sale, Orm's Donuts, Old Crow Coffee cookies. So seriously, it's gluten-free. We still have our food trucks here. So don't rush out. Stop at the park and join us for the last hour of our event. Thank you.
Sounds like fun to me.
Thank you, Valerie.
Yeah, thanks, Valerie.
Can I run down the list?
I was harassing her because, I knew she didn't like Valerie, so that's why I did that.
We had started the list, and then the sirens came.
Okay, run down the list one more time.
I want to talk about...
This is tomorrow's event.
Tomorrow.
Find the elf.
Find the elf. All of these businesses, and everybody's going to have their own hours, but it's going to be tomorrow, and they've got an elf in there, so chances are good they'll be open. Maria's house.
I'm going to go 50-50.
House.
Chances are good.
Huh?
We're going to be seeing a hospital trip here in a second.
I've been hit by trucks before. It's all right. Bakery, Aunt Bridget's Tea Room.
All right.
Both with elves. Game Time Bar and Grill right over there. Right there. Where a lot of the crowd seems to be headed.
Okay.
Good for them. Game Time Bar and Grill's got an elf.
I can head there. Curtis is driving.
So does Bridgetown Tap House. Our friends at Merchant Coffee and Cafe. Fermata Brewing, God bless them. Lord Green Dispensary, that one you need to be 21 to go in to see the elf. Vape and roll with it, likewise, 21 plus. Unabella Beauty and Wellness Studio. All of these businesses, except for one, are on Merchant Street or Duss Avenue.
Right,
the one that's
up.
not is Ambridge. I'm reading the list.
Shut up. We got
Ambridge
a friend
do
who's
it
come
best.
to visit us. Be
Who?
quiet. We'll come back to that.
Santa?
No. Well,
Santa.
kind of. I guess he is kind of like Santa. We could have two Santas. We can have Santa, and then we'll have Borough Manager Mario Leone. We're going to snag him, too, as well, after we're done with Santa. Come on, Santa. Come on.
I live in Ambridge. I feel like Mario can hook my list up better.
Eddie's been naughty. We got to make him nice.
Oh, my God.
Eddie is my friend.
but he's still naughty.
This is Laura.
I've heard about Laura.
What's up? Turn around so people can
Turn around
see you.
and hold the microphone.
Oh, okay. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm riding bikes.
Yeah?
Feeling good. Yep.
I'm just gonna ask it. Have you been drinking?
No.
No. This is the happiest I've ever seen you. Although when we talk, it's usually you want way too much for this water bottle.
I am waving to people. I'm wishing them Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. What could be better? I'm on a bike. It's all good.
Laura and Don run Sweetwater Bikes here on Merchant Street. And I said this earlier when you went by. That bike is a custom bike, and it's meant to do everything it looks like but ride. I got as a bike geek, how does that nasty-looking thing ride?
It rides like a real steel bike. But
Okay.
because of that really small wheel in the front, I can do like figure eights. Like I can weave.
So you weren't weaving, you were actually meaning to do that.
Weaving on purpose.
Okay.
And it's a cargo bike. It was custom made in California for me.
Okay.
By a man named Josh Francis. He hand does the entire steel. A friend of his makes the basket.
See, Frank, this is what happens. You hand the mic to a bike geek with another bike
I'm
geek.
sorry,
and
you talk bike geek
it
stuff.
turns into carbon layup discussion.
It was made to carry dogs and groceries. It's a cargo bike.
I do want to ask you seriously, as a business person, why are you involved in this? You get, and I know this, you get approached by lots and lots of people that say, hey, sponsor this. Hey, do this. Hey, can you help us out with this? Why is this such a big deal that you're doing this, riding the bike, and you've got the elf in the shop tomorrow?
Well, I think it's just really the Christmas spirit and trying to make it fun for the kids and for the families here. You know, and just trying to do my part as a business in Ambridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, can I ride the bike?
Yeah, you can ride the bike, man.
All right.
Yeah. 100%.
What? This
Anybody
is what
can
happens.
ride the bike. You can fit the bike. Yeah, it's cool.
This is the guy when the Tour de France is on, I walk by and give him the updates, and he just mutters to himself. What?
Yeah. You can ride the bike now?
No, I'm going to talk to Mario now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Guys.
I am
really
going to ride
appreciate
the
it.
bike.
Thank you. Okay. So now we're going to talk with our good friend.
Hey, are those SPD boots, or what do you got going on? What kind of cleat on that boot?
Oh,
All right.
Borough Manager Mario Leone is now joining us. Hey, Mario, how's it going?
Fantastic. Great night in Ambridge.
Hi, Mario.
Hi, Eddie. How are you?
I'm living the dream. I get to ride a bike. Yeah. How important is it for the... I don't want to use the word image because it sounds shallow, but image/legacy that Ambridge is able to have events like this, because a lot of places don't.
No, this is awesome. It's showing that there's life on Main Street and Merchant Street in Ambridge, and by all the people and the participation in the parade, it's amazing.
You ask him something. I want to steal her bike.
All right, I will. So we talked earlier with Valerie about the revitalization and renaissance of downtown Ambridge and the way Ambridge has been. You believe in Ambridge enough that you left another borough to come here. And tell us a little bit why you came here and what's in the plans, because I know there's a lot more planned for the borough of Ambridge.
Yeah. The listeners are going to think we scripted this, but in all sincerity, during my interview, one of the questions, and they asked, why do you want to come to Ambridge? One of the amazing things that inspired me was the year they had camels and live animals in the parade. Unfortunately, we weren't able to bring them back this year, but hopefully that's something that we'll bring back to the parades. But truly, that was an inspirational moment, just seeing that, and I just came here and wanted to, even make it bigger and better.
Do you worry about your legacy doing the same job in a different place? Do you compare and contrast?
No, I mean, it's not so much about the legacy. It's just really being able to change lives of people in a community. And as far as the legacy, I mean, whatever. It's not what drives me.
Do you know what his legacy is? You've got to follow Mario on Facebook, because he is a fine. If you want to know where to go to eat, this is your man, right?
Well, yeah, me, but my boss on council, Tony Caffrelli, he's probably got me beat by a notch or two. But I'm a foodie. I do like eating good food, different food.
What kinds?
Anything.
Do you
anything.
specialize with the name? I think you might,
well,
but you don't.
Yeah, but being Italian
Yeah.
and growing up on the home
Home cooking.
Italian, I don't veer away from mom's sauce because nothing
Because
compares, right?
that's a sin.
I'll be too judgmental in the decision, but I do eat Italian out too. But yeah.
See, I told you, man. I'm telling you, if you want to know where to eat, especially in Ambridge, I like where it's like his daily lunch stop. Where'd you stop at today? Because I know you went somewhere good.
I was at the Maples.
See?
Hot
At
roast
the
beef
Maple.
and coleslaw. It's the best you won't find. Yeah. Hey, you can't go wrong eating anywhere in Ambridge, right?
No.
There's not a bad restaurant.
No. The only problem, one of my favorite places is a diner, so it closes before I can get home from work.
Okay.
But one of the things you do, and you probably did this when you came to Ambridge, you go around, and first you listen to people. Hey, you got to try this. Hey, you got to do your boss. But then you go around and you try. I've looked for a restaurant in Ambridge that I don't like, and in 11 years, I haven't found one. Yeah. I've got my favorites, but there's something for everybody. And I'm going to sound ignorant for saying it, but it's honest. When I moved here 11 years ago, I wouldn't have expected that. I don't know why I would have been dumb, but everything that you need to survive in life, we have in Ambridge. And I'm not real big on going to big stores. You don't have to. I love this place.
We're going to keep your listeners in a little bit of suspense. We
Okay.
have a couple new restaurants coming.
All right.
And I'm sure the audience out here listening is probably going to be saying, what is it? What
What
is it?
is
So
it?
we're going to keep you in suspense, but we do have a couple new restaurants coming in addition to all the amazing restaurants that are already here.
Well, Valerie said something. What was the number? 40 businesses in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, well, let me ask you this. So, we were talking earlier with Valerie about Old Economy celebrating 200 years of bicentennial. So Ambridge is being a part of that. What's some of the activities that the borough has planned to help celebrate?
Well, there's a huge gala that's going to be happening on New Year's Eve at Franzi's, Jabby's, it's Monte Carlo night. It's just an amazing event. Kim Valello is one of the organizers there, and anytime she throws a party, it's going to be big and amazing. So we have that. We actually have the unveiling of a mural that is being a collaboration with the high school art teacher and the students there. This mural is going to be located in the 5th Street Park, and it's going to be amazing, and we plan to unveil that in about May. So that'll be part of the celebration as well. And then Old Economy Village, they have a host of events. There's a play that's planned to run at the Iron Horse Theater. So yeah, there's a bunch, and they just keep popping up with some new ideas.
I think their Christmas dinner is next week at some point. Did you expect things to go this well when you came in?
I didn't know really what the expectation was going to be.
Okay.
The first year was slow as an adaptation. It was a mindset, just reinstilling hope in the community, because it was, when I got here, it was pretty beat up. And, we can't do that. It'll never happen. And just raising that hope. But the last 2 years have been remarkable. And the past year, with 40 plus new stores, and they just keep coming. And every week I'm getting several inquiries for places to open new business.
Do you plan on keeping this job for a while? Because I think Ambridge would kind of like to hang on to you.
Yeah, so I'll reveal my age. I'll be turning 61 on New Year's.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so I have, I think, 3-4 years that's in me. And then I do want to get on and enjoy life and grandchildren and all that stuff. So I think 3-4 years, and hopefully I'll be able to implement some succession planning that someone will be there to continue the momentum.
So what are some of the other plans that you have? We've had this awesome revitalization, the streetscape in the last couple years. So what are some of the other plans to continue to bring Ambridge back? Yeah,
so we have funding for the streetscape that we're planning on putting it out to bid here this month, actually next Tuesday. We also received a grant for the revitalization of PJ Call Park. So that's happening. We just completed an amazing splash pad playground down at the end of town. That's
Right as
just
you come
phenomenal.
in. Yep.
We haven't been able to open it yet, so in the spring that'll be the unveiling of that park and opening that. And then there's some grander plans that is going to take a lot more work, and there's a lot more funding that needs to be secured. But we're looking at possibly building a community center, indoor sports complex facility. We did acquire 12 acres of property across from the 911 emergency center, and when you come into town off of 65. So those are still, real young plans that there's a lot more that has to happen to make that come to fruition. Trying to think, what else do we have?
I think we should have a fundraiser running through the spring since it was done. Curtis and I saw it on the way in. We should have like a wintertime. You know how have polar plunges? Just have a polar run through the sprinkler to raise money.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Sounds like fun. Yeah, we got the sprinkler down at the end of town.
No, the splash pad's beautiful,
Yeah.
and that's how I'd come home from work, and I would see it every day. There'd be a little bit more done. I'm thinking, get it done in time for me to play.
Yeah.
Not quite that. I'll go in the winter.
Yeah, and then, we'll start planning for, Dust Avenue, which the challenge of this town is, one, our main street is so long on Merchant Street, and then we have a parallel one up on Dust. So, we need to give some love up there as well, and that'll be on the horizon.
The way it was explained to me when I first moved here, Merchant is the businessman's main street, and Dust is the working man's main street. How valid was that description?
Oh, I don't know. I don't. You're trying to trip me up.
No,
I don't see
no.
it. I don't see it as that.
There's not one over the other. I'm saying just what it is, and I think it's a wonderful combination of two different vibes.
so-
It is a little bit different, but it's no less charming than Merchant Street.
So
And
it's-
Merchant Street has absolutely changed over the last 11 years.
So that's the question I always get: which pizza's better,
Which
police
pizza's
station
better?
or Frank's? So you're telling me police station pizza is the businessman and Frank's is the working class?
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
I'm thinking,
We'll see you Monday on Teleford.
My next question was, what skill set do you need to go into politics? And you just demonstrated it for me. Actually, I'm a gyro up on Dust most of the time. But
All right.
no, I got nothing to say. I'm out.
You're out. All right.
out.
Well, Mario, thanks. We enjoy the chamber having us here and enjoy every year coming down to Christmas on Merch and some of the other things that are going on, and look forward to seeing the plans for Ambridge in the future.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all being here.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Good to see you. I ain't arguing
All right.
with him
So
about pasta.
can we talk to the? Come on. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at this. He's bringing us some.
Thank
just
you.
wanted to say, Mario, be careful what you say about Dust Avenue, my man.
That's on me.
That's on
I
Eddie.
drug him into that. That's my fault.
We battle this out.
He knows how often I'm there.
We battle this out all the time.
I'll
He's
walk
down there all the
naked.
time.
I'll walk naked down Dust to make it right.
All right. So what's the name of your business?
Fritzy's Bistro.
Okay, Fritzy's. I've been there before. Good stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff. Tell us a little bit about Fritzy's.
We, my wife and I own it. It's a family business. All my recipes are all family oriented. My cookie recipes are all my family's, going back generations. Everything's fresh. You order it, that's when I cut it. I have nothing frozen, nothing pre-prepared. It's all made to order, all fresh.
What's your favorite thing that's in your business?
My favorite thing, my wife.
Food. We're talking. That's a very good answer, but we're talking food-wise.
Food-wise, I can't pick.
We're dealing.
I've been a gourmet chef for over 30 years. The Reuben.
Oh, city chicken.
Mario likes the city chicken.
Eddie's blocking the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. He started talking about food. I just started kind of easing in on
Right.
it.
So, all right. So, what's your hours?
7 to 7 during the week. Mondays we're closed. Got to have a day off sometime.
Absolutely. Everybody needs a day off. So, find you on Facebook, social media, anywhere?
Facebook, Social media, we're on Facebook, TikTok, you name it. I do videos every day. We put our specials out on our we have a website, fritziesbistro.com, but my wife puts it out there every day. My specials, I have specials, homemade soups from scratch. I make my homemade stocks.
What are the videos? You said you do a video every day.
Yeah, I do videos of my meal deals. We started meal deals twice a week now. For $15, you get you can I can't talk. You can either get super salad,
Okay.
your main course, whatever it's going to be, and a dessert, fresh homemade dessert that I make myself. So.
Now, can we get cookies or anything for the holidays from you?
Yeah, I'm due back to the restaurant. I got, we calculated out. So far, I have 1,188 cookies due. But you can come in and fill out the paperwork and get trays of cookies, pies, cakes, cookies, you name it, we do it.
How long does it take to bake 1,188 cookies?
A month.
A month?
A month.
Do you have a month?
No.
Okay.
It'll take me like 3 weeks.
All right.
From start to finish.
That's a lot of cookies. What's the cutoff if anybody wants to come down and order cookies?
The 15th.
There you go, Eddie. I'm
Okay,
trying to hook you. I'm trying to hook you up here.
I know, and I appreciate the hint. You're talking about a month's worth of bacon doing in 3 weeks, and you're still taking orders.
Yes.
And this is all you're making them with your hands.
And I'm the only one that does it. So.
And he's standing here talking to you while he's probably should be making cookies.
We're wasting your cookie making time, aren't we?
This is my only night off. So.
And you're spending it with us.
Once again, recap a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your business, where you're located, and how how they can get a hold of Fritzy's Bistro.
Where are the cookies?
We're at 603 Duss Avenue. Mario, where you at? We're right. You can't miss us. We're right across the street from Frank's Pizza, and everything you get is fresh, homemade, made to order. You make it or you order it. We'll make it. The cookies you have to come in and fill out the order guide, but we make anything, any time of year. It doesn't matter. Christmas time is our busiest time, but you can come in July and get the same stuff.
Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks for this nice cup of hot chocolate.
This is amazing hot chocolate.
Is it good?
Oh,
Glad
yeah.
you're
Oh,
enjoying
it's
it.
perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen.
All right,
Have a
take
nice
care.
evening.
See you.
All right.
I'll be by later
does
for my
Valerie,
cookies.
do you want to come back and talk a little bit more about tomorrow? Valerie's going to come back and talk a little bit more about tomorrow and the rest of the activities tonight, and I'm going to go run away.
Don't forget my cookies, Fritzy.
Chef Rob, how's that? Everything homemade.
That's overwhelming just to listen to him to describe it.
Yeah.
You're talking about over 1,000 cookies.
Yep.
How long does it take a month? Well, do you have a month? No.
No, it's gonna be Christmas time.
Okay. I don't think people realize how much work goes into when you own your own restaurant, when
Yes.
you own your own place, you are it.
Well, yeah, you're it. And I mean, the wonderful businesses we have. I mean, obviously, I know I've owned small businesses for a long time. I started my first business before officially starting it about 23 years ago.
How do you start a business but not officially start a business?
When you're babysitting as a kid and you're selling Avon.
You know, you're right. The side
I've always
hustle.
been a business owner. Yep.
Why is that? I've met people, that's what they wanted to do. That's what they went to. I want to run a business. I want to own a business. Describe the character traits of somebody that's going to fall into that or go into that.
Oh, yeah. To be an entrepreneur, there's actually 6 character traits.
There's what?
6 required character traits. And so I'm actually reading a book right now. It's called The Entrepreneurial Leap, because I love the author. He's written Vision, and he's also written the Entrepreneurial Operating System, which is a great system that business owners, we can implement. But anyways, his idea is that you're born this way. And I agree with it. Yeah. I mean, you can be a small business owner if you're missing one or two of the traits, but to be an entrepreneur, right? Somebody that is just lives, breathes dies, it wants to grow and scale a business. It's different than some, and none of it is better than another. Some people want to work for someone else. Some people want to work for themselves, and that's where it takes all kinds.
But you believe the 6 traits, you're born with it. You can't.
You got to be a risk taker.
You can't teach that, or you can't convince somebody. Okay, you're a safe and secure 2 birds, and 2 in the bush and all of that stuff. You can't get somebody to think differently, because I'm sure there are people that say, I want to own my own business, that maybe don't have those traits.
I mean, literally the passion for whatever you're doing is like 80% of it. That's what I believe. Now, there are things like, think about franchises, Eddie, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still owning a business, but that is, you're learning systems, and maybe you're learning some of the traits from people who have proven performance models.
Is it difficult to let go if you're an entrepreneur, that's your passion, and you talk about enthusiasm 80%? Is it tough to let people work for you without, what's the term, micromanaging?
Oh, yeah, it just depends. I mean, especially if it's your baby, right?
Right.
The key, I think, is hiring people who have the same passion as you for your business, and don't hire someone that doesn't, because it's going to end in an issue.
Heartbreak.
Right. Yeah. But my point in this is, like, look at all these beautiful business owners. I mean, the businesses that we have here, you've heard from multiple of them today. It just takes so much. And we, especially at the Chamber, obviously it's a community of businesses. Mm-hmm. We want everyone to, instead of hitting click on Amazon, buy on Amazon, instead of that, right, which we know is easier, go to a local store owned by one of your neighbors, one of your community members, and take a look around, try something different. So that would be our ask, is the big box stores, the corporate chains, the Amazons of the world are very convenient, but maybe this year try to get somebody one thing from a local business.
Right. Baby steps.
Yep.
Just take the time, and, well, I'm going to say an example. There are things that I could buy that would be a smidge cheaper if I went somewhere other than the Do It Best Center.
That's right.
2 things happens. Number one, it's just a cool store with a bunch of everything that you could possibly entertain by while you're getting your grown-up stuff. And 2, I know when I spend money there, that's money that stays here.
Right.
It doesn't get shipped to a company overseas. It doesn't give Jeff Bezos more money.
Right. It's the Stranos.
Yeah.
It's the Strano family. They've been here for years, generations.
I'm willing to pay more, knowing that it's going to stay where I can see it.
Yep.
So, will you do me a favor one more time? Go down the list. 'Cause I tried to go down the list of the elf about 3 different times, and every time a siren went by.
Okay, sure. Right. So we want everyone to join us in Ambridge tomorrow for a kind of create your own adventure type event. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow in Ambridge, you can find our hidden elves. In 14 of our small businesses, we have elves hidden. Follow the Chamber social media. Follow these businesses' social media to find out more. Lots of people have named their elves, like the Grows and Flows elf. His name's Herb.
So,
yeah, Merchant Coffee is Barry, like barista, Barry.
Oh, I like that.
Yep. So let's go through Marla's House, Aunt Bridget's Tea Room, Two Sisters Bakery, Game Time Sports and Grill, Game Time Sports Bar and Grill, excuse me.
Right over there.
Yep. Bridgetown Tap House.
Right down there.
Merchant Coffee, Fermata Brewing Company, Lord Green Dispensary. You have to be 21 to go in there. Mm-hmm. So just a reminder, if parents or guardians, loved ones, if you're taking children, you can enter to find the elf, or you can just go to a different business. For our adults, we can find the hidden elf there in Lord Green. Same with Vape and Roll with it. Must be 21 to enter. Mm-hmm. Unabella Beauty and Wellness Studio. Beautiful space. And that's the thing here. We want you to find the elves, but we also want you to find those gifts.
Yeah.
Because Christmas is almost here. Hanukkah
less than
is
3
here.
weeks.
Holidays,
Hanukkah's here now.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Off the Hook Exotic Pet Shop.
I'm getting a lizard for Christmas.
You are?
No.
Oh.
The cat, I would, but the cats.
Yeah, I know you've got that.
Got enough trouble keeping the tree standing. Yeah, the special cat.
Slurp and Burst boba tea. Okay, Slurp and Burst. After party right now for children. She's staying open, so go and grab a boba tea and have some fun. Harkins Mill Wines also open 1 hour later tonight, but tomorrow they're going to be there. Hidden Elf, Grows and Flows, Sweetwater Bikes for our listeners. We heard from Laura. We saw Laura today with her special custom bike. She's got a big thing going tomorrow.
I know it.
Wow.
I know it.
Bocelli Pizza. Sid and Sheila and Katie's the manager over there. They've got the Elf Hidden. Ultra Genius Brewing Company. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's where Barley is. Barley the Elf.
Barley the Elf.
And then Ambridge Do It Best.
Very clever name.
Yeah.
Valerie, thank you for inviting us like every year. It's better every year.
Yeah, I think that the whole team did a great job. Shout out to Bill Ream, who was the leader on this, and to all of our community members and participants and organizations.
Excellent. Will you hand that to Frank Sparks, because I need him one last time. Come here. Roll Tide. Come here.
Oh, God. Why is it Roll Tide? You know Michigan's going to kill them, so why?
I think it was very festive of me to wait until the end for the fist fight to break out.
I think it's very festive, too, but I still think that at this point, Michigan's the number one team in the country. 2.5-point favorites. Yeah. And I think they're going down. That's just the way it is.
Okay.
Go blue, baby.
You're getting that wrestler stomping around.
That's right. Why you think see, what you don't know is
I think you heard me.
I brought my Michigan helmet and put it on my desk just so I could goad him for a while here.
Which is
for about
weird.
4 weeks.
Most of the time he shows up in a helmet. It doesn't have stickers on it. It threw me. It was
Eddie,
was unsettling.
Eddie, it's time for Penguins hockey.
Here's what I wanted you to do. Tomorrow you're at Fire and Ice.
Yes.
That's all I wanted you to do.
Yes. Mike Roma and I, 3 to 6 tomorrow, New Brighton. You know where we'll be? Valerie was just talking about it. There's a boba tea here in Ambridge.
I know it.
And we're going to be beside the boba tea in New Brighton.
That's tomorrow. Thank you to everybody because it was wonderful. Christmas on Merchant. Tomorrow, go see Frank and heckle him. For Frank Sparks and Curtis and Country's here, too. I'm Eddie Crow.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from Beaver County Radio.
In the difficult period following the loss of a loved one, there should only be comfort and compassion in your life. You shouldn't be consumed with tedious arrangements and a multitude of funeral details. You should be focused on healing, mending, and putting the pieces of your own life back together. Let Alvarez Hahn Funeral Services and Cremation in Ambridge assist you with all the details. Call them today for traditional funeral services, cremations, alternative services, and pre-arrangement options. Alvarez Hahn, 8th Street, Ambridge, where it's always our family honoring your family.
Merchant Coffee and Cafe, located at 939 Merchant Street in Ambridge, is a local community hub that partners with other local small businesses. We are known for our specialty lattes, scratch-made chai tea, small batch iced teas, and our own flavored syrups in-house with raw organic sugar. Big news! Merchant Coffee and Cafe is now serving breakfast and lunch till 2 o'clock Monday through Friday, homemade and made to order. Follow Merchant Coffee on Facebook and Instagram. The website is merchantcoffee15003.com. This is Kim from Merchant Coffee and Cafe. We are wishing you a wonderful Christmas and holiday time for you and your family.
For beauty all under one roof, discover Una Bella Beauty and Wellness Studio, owned and operated by Amanda Babel, a full-service day spa specializing in hair, nails, and facials for the entire family. The boutique features women's clothing, natural body products, soaps, purses, jewelry, and much more. Stop by Saturday, December 9th from 1 to 4 p.m. for a very Bella holiday celebration during the holiday open house with lots of specials and vendors. Una Bella Beauty and Wellness Studio, 611 Merchant Street in Ambridge.